Good afternoon and welcome back to Insurance 101. Today I wanted to actually talk about special events insurance. A lot of people don't realize, but special event insurance, or we like to sometimes call it one day insurance, would actually cover you for a particular event that you might be having. And this came up because I got a phone call, and this is not something that I guess we write all the time, but I did receive a phone call from my insured because she's actually in the process of getting married and she's renting a hall. So she's having several outside vendors come to supply her things. She has one vendor that's coming in to do the flowers. She has another vendor that's actually coming in to do the food. She has another vendor that's coming in to do the music. Another vendor that's doing the lighting. Another vendor that's actually coming in to set up actually tables and chairs and things of that nature. So this hall required that she actually carry general liability insurance, and that is a great idea because in the event that, let's say, one of her vendors is responsible for a loss, and you very smart to always have coverage to protect yourself. I always say that the name of insurance should be called just in case shit happens. Excuse my mouth. But that's just the way that I look at insurance. In the event that something happens, then you would be covered. God forbid, we know, knock on wood, we want nothing to happen, especially on someone's wedding day and during their wedding reception. So I was asked what types of events would be covered. So you can get coverage, let's say, for that wedding reception. Most of the time, I don't know too many people that would write coverage for a bachelor or a bachelorette party. But I do know that it would also extend to, let's say, you have a nonprofit organization or you want to have a company function, maybe let's say a holiday party or something of that nature. You may be able to actually get event insurance. Now, event insurance provides different types of coverages. Let's say that it's basically going to be a general liability policy. So it protects the company and all parties that might be involved in the event that the planner, the venue, or anything else is damaged. So I am actually writing this particular event insurance policy for the liability aggregate of $1 million for that general liability policy for $1 million. Okay, so you might have an unlimited, and sometimes when we're writing these policies, they will ask me to name the vendors. So at this particular point in time, sometimes you have unlimited vendors because you don't know who you decided that you wanted to come in. So it depends on if you have unlimited vendors, or if you decide that you're actually going to name the vendor specifically, you might have to pay for each what we call additional insured on the policy, or you could get something that would be called blanket additional insured coverages. So at this particular venue, she's going to actually be having liquor. So you want to make sure that liquor liability is actually covered. So I'll just read to you what the definition of that liquor liability is. So liquor liability covers covers damages arising from causing or contributing to the intoxication of a person, the accidental furnishing of alcoholic beverages to a person underneath the legal age limit, and it also covers the distribution or the use of alcoholic beverages. Okay, so that would be something that I have to actually put on this policy. So that is going to cost her a little bit more money, because when you actually do throw venues that do contain alcohol, that liquor liability exclusion no longer applies because it's not excluded. We now have to make sure that it's included. Don't forget that in reference to cancellations, it'll actually protect you in any type of unforeseen circumstances, such as inclement weather, hurricanes. Let me see. Let's say, God forbid, if the groom died along the way, God forbid, I hope that doesn't happen to you, sweetheart. Ooh, that's a bad omen. But that would actually cover. So third party damages, it would cover. So the third party damage would be your vendor, hired non-owned automobile insurance. So sometimes you actually do rent vehicles to come to and from this particular venue. So you do want to have that covered, and that would be covered underneath that as long as it's written there. Sometimes workers' comp can actually be included also in this special events policy. So you just want to make sure that the special events policy is tailored to what your event is. So that's why I always state each and every single insurance policy, don't leave out what it is that you're going to be needing. Even if you think it's the smallest trivial thing, just let us know, because this might be something that we can buy back. This might be something that we can actually exclude depending on what it is that you need. So I always say, insurance is like a suit. It's actually going to be tailor made to fit you, not the person that's down the street. So my particular hips will never fit a size 2 anything. So I cannot go and say that I need the policy that Samantha carries up the street, because Samantha basically doesn't have anything. But meanwhile, I live in this beautiful, gorgeous house that I have now, that I have my assets to protect. And that includes event insurance as well. So I want to say thank you so much for watching Insurance 101. If you have any type of questions, comments, or concerns, just please let me know. I really, really appreciate everybody who's subscribed to my channel. For those of you who haven't subscribed to my channel as of yet, just make sure that you do. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and not only subscribe to it, if you found this video helpful, I want you to go ahead and click on that like button, and don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. I want to say thank you so much and have a wonderful afternoon, and thank you so much for watching Insurance 101 by Trusted Capital.